All right, good morning, guys. Reddy Eddie here. So we're coming in for our morning walk. Looks like we got the change machines out of service. All right, so yesterday came in and there was a note on this one that said looks like there's a shoestring. So I got the shoestring out. We still got a lot of scraping going on. So what I'm going to try to do here this morning, and I came in early to do this. It's like 5 a.m. now, and it gives me a couple hours. I'm going to take this whole front off, and we're going to see what's gathered, because there's a little gap here. Obviously there needs to be. Stuff gets in behind there. So I'm going to power this beast down, get all my tools together, and take this front off so we can see what's scraping in there. And I'm slowly learning, like as I record, if I have something that takes me a while to do, maybe don't talk, and then I can fast forward through it. Because when you talk and you fast forward, it kind of sounds a little bit funny. So I think this is going to be interesting because I've dug some stuff out of here before. I've never taken the front off of any of these though. All right, I'm going to get after it here. All right, you can see there's a little bit of dust in there. I'll blow that out later, probably. Here's a little trick. When you're taking something off, and let's say you got, I think this is ready to go. So you got 2 screws left. So if you take one out, it's gonna fall, and you gotta be able to hold it. So what I always do, since I'm right-handed, I use my drill in the right hand. So I'll take this one off first, my left one first. Uh-oh, I hear stuff starting to fall out already. That way I can hold this with my left hand and I'll be functional with my right hand a little better. All right, let's open this up. This will be like Christmas time. Well, there's not very much in here. It's pretty good, actually. Got these wires here. Ah, that's where it's all at. That's why I don't see anything. It's on the back here. See, there's a couple things in there. So got some pop cans, tabs, I mean. This. Now we don't know scraping. So anyways, let's dig through this a little bit and see what we got. Yeah. Let's see. This is just lint that's built up. Crayons, toothpickers, earring. All right, so here's a couple quarters, or a quarter and a nickel. 1/4, toothpickers. Ah, there's a rock. That'll cause you to scrape. That gets behind there. All right, here's a little more change. We got button. There's a little plastic. Guess that might be a Lego block. All right, so these are all like a rocks. Fingernail. I'm surprised there's no pins or anything like that in there. It's just crap. Well, that wasn't too bad. I don't think there's anything else around here. So we got a couple things out of there. Nothing too extravagant. It's another rock. Alright, so now we gotta put her back together. So that's why I kind of brought this table here, because I knew there were some wires, and the less things I gotta unhook to do this, the better. hear any scraping. Pretty good. Put our control board back on. Oh, this thing's dusty. I don't know. Not perfect, but looks better. If you notice, I got these marked here. Red, gray. So, well, I think I'm gonna start the back and come this way. It'll be easier. If I start over here, then I'm gonna be fighting with the wires to get these plugged on. So let's start in the back. Okay, so I think we got everything hooked back up. This thing's clean. Let's push this back. All right, so that's locked back in place. Gotta get our door back on here. Screen back. Let's go give her some power. Okay, door shut. Let's hit hot. Purring like a kitten. Nice and quiet now. Okay, we're gonna call that done. Ready, Eddie, making progress. So let's jump over here real quick to the change machine and see what we got going on. Hopefully we don't have another clog like we had the other day. No, we're not out of quarters. There's plenty of quarters in here. At least I don't think. Sometimes, yeah, there's still quarters in there. All right, so. Pretty empty. Sometimes they get hung up and they don't fall down like they should, but let's see. This will be the tell. This is my little toggle switch that'll run quarters out for me. So my light's flashing, so obviously that's what triggers this light up here. So let's clear this. That's a reset button, because that light should be solid green. All right, so we're solid green again. Let's see what we got here. All right, so we're definitely dispensing quarters. No problem. Let's run $1 through and make sure there's not something going on with this bill stacker. Okay, I think we're golden. I don't know if the machine got in some wonky state where it didn't like something and it just went to out of service, but hey, I will take an easy fix every time. Okay, so them quarters I just dispensed, here's one. So that thing has got so much pop crap on it, it's sticky. Look at that. That's that pop residue thing I've been talking about. So I mean, there's a chance that thing could have been kind of hanging up in there a little bit, causing it, because you know that little disc spins around to drop these quarters in. Well, if this thing's stuck to the disc, you know, and it doesn't fall, then this thing will go in alarm. So this washer rattles, and it sounds like it's coming from the door here, because if I push on the door, the rattling will stop. So I cut up one of these little Smile More bracelets, and I tried to, because they're rubber, I tried to stick them in here, keep this thing from rattling, but it helped for a little bit, but it's still rattling. Anyways, I found this at the car wash, just laying on the ground. This little rubber trim piece or whatever it is. But anyways, I found it on the ground at the car wash, and I thought, oh, you know what? Maybe this will work if I can. It's pretty big though. I don't know if I can get it in here. Let's see. So I mean, they're not worn through or anything, so, but it sure looks like that thing's hitting right there. See if that'll help us with our rattling. All right, another Ready Eddie special. We'll see if it works. I noticed the parking lot was pretty messy. With we had a storm or whatever, and there's a lot of needles and stuff. So I brought the blower. So we're gonna see if we can get the parking lot blowed off here a little bit. Choke it a little bit. All right, but now it's done. We're supposed to get rain next couple days. All right, ready, Eddie? Keep your chin up and be positive. Over now.